Hello everybody and welcome to Geek Game Universe, and today we're going through an Xbox classic, Fable 2. With me is my fellow co-host, Mr. Ken, and today we're gonna go in deep with Ken and Will.
Okay. Now see, you started that being like, I don't know what the fuck this is gonna end up being. I was not expecting radio host gamer intro.
It is really funny seeing people who haven't changed their performance style since 2010.
Yeah, I know, right?
100% have the radio personality style.
Fucking hell. All right, are we starting the game as male or female? You want to flip a coin?
I generally prefer being the gender I am.
That's fair. All right.
Then let his destiny unfold.
Like
that's just me.
That was some crazy shit right there with that fucking gamer ass intro. Being like, hello 2010 YouTube, ready for some highlights of my Call of Duty montage? Let's get right into it.
Top 10 terrible blood wine. Not even, God damn it, I didn't even pick the right show. Top 10 terrible fuck, never mind, we're playing a game.
Top 10 terrible blood wines. Yes.
My foot's in my mouth, save me, Expedition. Exposition, god damn it.
What up, gamers? Welcome to the top 10 blood wine fails.
It's
Number 10, the corner gas rant.
You could probably make a 2-hour compilation that's just all the times that I've been stumped and only realized halfway through a sentence that I don't have a synonym, and so I use the same word in quick succession, and every single time it makes my skin melt.
Yeah.
Because we're live. It's out. It's audible, and it's already in other people's screens. I can't undo this.
For my top 10 blood wine fails, it's gonna be that one episode where we had audio issues the entire fucking time. And
Hold
so
on, that one episode?
No, there's one episode that is distinctly so. It's this. It's bird shit. And it lives in my brain. It occupies so much space in my brain as just the worst fucking thing that we have ever produced. Because it sounds like such garbage the entire way through the video.
Was that the one where it's screaming?
Yeah. That's also the one where I'm now, the reason why I am now incredibly paranoid about everything.
Castle Fairfax looks so nice in the snow.
It's productive paranoia. It makes you double check.
The grand dining hall. I bet Lord Lucian's having roast duck this time of year.
So we're a classic rogue backstory.
He must be really lonely since his wife and his little
Oh
girl
yeah,
died.
we're not as dramatically cockney as the last game, but we are poor weans on a cold winter street.
Yeah. We are poor weans on a winter street, forced to raise ourselves with only our sister.
Come with me, little brother.
To keep us safe. Real quick, I want to turn on subtitles.
Ooh, probably a good call, because I cannot hear shit.
Where are the subtitles?
Subtitles are never in the same place.
They're
I think
never,
they might have been in...
This is
video?
never
No?
a unified thing.
Game? Oh, right at the top.
Yep. There we go. There we go.
Have you ever been playing a game and going through the options menu to settle in something, and you come across an accessibility feature that you've never seen before, and it just
We'll never be that hungry.
blows your fucking
The answer
mind?
is no.
Yeah, that's insane. Like you see stuff that's grounded, introduced an arachnophobia feature. That was just like, oh, yeah, that makes
Come on, little
sense.
sparrow. Let's see what's going on.
But it also just hilariously turned everything into all the spiders into spheres.
I ate it.
Which is pretty fucking fantastic.
I'm a big fan of the way that Minecraft does the direction that a sound is in, because that's helpful even if you just have mono, but you have bad headphones, or you're playing from a PC and you're not close enough to get dramatic stereo.
I have traveled the land,
This guy is
accumulating
a great
wondrous
campy
mysterious
scumbag.
objects, which I now offer to you for the modest
This guy has
price
like
of
3 different
5
PCs in a
gold.
campaign I'm running right now.
I know, right?
Consider this. This is
I like
truly a magical
Although,
mirror. For as long
I
as you
think
look
it's the
into
same
it
voice
will make
actor
you
that is the trader in the original game that sells you the box of chocolates
very
for your
wise.
sister.
Now, just remember,
So
the
my
magic
headcanon
only
is
works
that
if
trader
you
is now an
live in
immortal
complete
being who
darkness.
has gotten really wealthy off of his trade deals.
Now this is
And just
truly a marvel.
Goes across the land
This
peddling
small,
wares.
unassuming box is actually a device
I like the idea of
created
like
by the
a portent of
ancients,
doom, like as a
used by the
job.
old
Yeah.
You just go
Roman
from place to
rulers
place for
themselves.
inexplicable reasons, pulled by fate,
Turn
just
the
because
handle
like
3 times
you have to
and
do
you shall be
something
granted
symbolic
a
before something
single
horrible
wish.
happens to a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no such thing as magic.
You know, just the same way as this character is an immortal
We
being
live
pulling
in
at
grim
the
times
strands
indeed.
of fate,
If the young are too
kicking off
world-weary
all
to
the
believe in magic,
stories.
most children your age believe.
I always
legally.
find it so wild
Look,
trying to
I
reckon
can
with
see
the
your
lore
eyes are
of
bad,
stories that
but I'm
have both
telling
like
you, that music
apocalyptically
box
powerful
is
magic
rubbish.
and also like barely
That's
anyone
what the
knows
seller
about it.
thinks. He has no idea what
Oh, I
he's
love
looking for.
that so
But
much,
you have an
though.
inkling, don't you?
Like the second that you get the
Some
magic,
part
it just
of you
jumps
wants to
the
believe
shark
it's magic.
so hard every time.
Yeah.
And like every time
You
I've seen
really
it done
think it could
well,
be?
it's someone who's like, okay, so if we're jumping the
For 5
if we're
gold
jumping the
coins,
shark,
you
we
could have
should
your
add
answer.
like more skulls and flames and stuff, you know?
Listen to me, Rose. At the end of that week, you and your little sparrow would be no closer to your dream, no closer to the inside of that beautiful castle.
Aw.
What if it is real?
We just need to
Bet
get
we
into
could
that
get 5
castle,
gold
you know?
pieces. And maybe this could be a way out
All
of
right,
here
children,
after all.
time to raid a government
What
building.
is there to lose, little sparrow? Come on, there must be someone around here
Down
who
with the
cares gold.
bourgeoisie!
Something.
Men, draw your swords!
Hey, whoa now. That's Fable 3.
True. You're right. Okay.
Hey, kid,
The movement in this
Come here a
game
minute.
feels so floaty sometimes. Just based on how you walk.
Hello, Derek. Lose something?
You're doing big circles like you're skating
My
over the ice or
arrest warrants
something.
Right?
flew right out of my hands.
I mean,
They
makes
could be
sense.
in
It's very
all
snowy
corners
land.
of Bowerstone by now, and I can't leave my post. Hey, why don't you find them for?
I'm just
Hey,
gonna...
child,
The
find
warrants
criminals.
blew off in that direction.
No, we only need to
Through the
find the
alley by that
warrants, not
bloke with
the
the picture box.
actual criminals.
Okay, I can vibe with that.
So,
Yeah.
we'll look out for those warrants. But for now, let's find some more money.
Now the real
I
question:
don't know.
Are we going
Sorry,
to
go
be?
ahead.
Are we going to be good boys or are we going to be a bad boy?
Is Bad Boy fun in this game, or is it the same kind of like bink bank boink eat a crunchy chick as the last game?
children.
Hello.
Um,
What's that?
This? Why?
It's pretty much the same as the last game.
Device ever conceived.
The main highlights of being evil in this is you get to cuck a dude who really wants his
If only I
waifu.
could find someone to model it for.
Sorry, his
Okay,
undead
okay.
waifu.
We'll do
Oh,
it for a gold piece.
Yeah.
I only have 1 gold left.
That's really it. You don't get many like major decisions.
Specialising in my new
Like,
venture.
do you remember the ending of this game, Will? Not to
It's
spoil
alright.
what the
Just
ending
a
of this
standard.
game is.
Sounds
I
alright,
haven't played
doesn't
this
it?
one.
You haven't played this one. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
There's a
I'm gonna
shiny
say we go
gold
good
coin
then.
in it for you.
Because like
Start a little
going
business
evil
buying
in
of
this
your own
one
with
doesn't
that.
really have all that many effects, other than you're just kind of a general
Now,
dick.
all you have to do is strike
Ah,
a
yes,
pose
General
on my
Dick.
little device. You'll be positively betwazzled by the results.
Be what?
Ah, yes, I've been improving my vocabularium with a wonderful
I'm not feeling that
book.
great about the idea of like someone in the middle of the London streets being like, "Hey, child, I'll give you a gold
He's a
coin
bit
if you let me
silly,
take
isn't he?
pictures of you."
But this could be fun.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, I'm going to say yeah, but it's in public, so that should be fine. But also fully acknowledging that Victorian England was not the best place in the world.
It also
I
does
did
seem to be an
specifically
actual
check.
like setup stall.
That
Looks
was
like there's
somewhat
at least
lacking
some
in-
like passersby.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
just plain nasty,
Like this
I'm
isn't some
afraid.
alleyway or anything like that.
But I only have one sheet of magic paper, so it'll have to do.
So yeah, expressions in this game are a little bit different from the
Just
manly
have to
arm
wait
pump
3
of
months for the
yesteryear.
picture to developify,
Uh-huh.
and I can start showing it around. Oh,
So you
I
can be a
almost
more
smell
deep and
the gold.
emotionally interesting character.
No,
And
no, God no, God no, God,
Told you it was a swindle.
God no.
multiple fart options.
That was
No.
fun.
Well, kind of. Once it lets me actually,
And
do
we've got
this.
a first gold coin.
You've got to unlock your anus.
I've got to unlock the ability to
This
anus,
must be the alley the warrants blew down. We should take a look.
but it's not. How do I anus? There we go. There we go.
Food.
There we go. So it has this option, and the longer you hold it down, the more like impressive it'll be when you let it go. But if you fail it, you shit your pants.
Both amused and edificated.
Yep.
Well, here we sit,
Yep.
cold and parted.
that is life in this Fable universe.
For you.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Having a bit of fun. What's it to you?
Well,
Hey,
he just headbutted our sister.
Yeah.
He
And
knocked the
now
highlights
for
out of her hair.
Another one.
He's got some skull to him.
Yeah, he does. So, naturally, we avenge our sister.
Ah! Stop it! Let me alone, you nutter!
And despite him being like twice our size, he just kind of
Did you see
snivels
that?
and runs
That
away.
lunatic socked me right in the head.
I mean, to be fair, you got a lower angle.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for your help.
I probably hit him in the
Could've
nuts a
taken
couple
you
of
now.
times there.
hero or something. Glad to
Hey,
be
puppy.
He deserves it.
I feel like that's something appropriate to throw on the table when someone's like whacking dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, nah,
poor
dude.
Thing. You've
Yeah.
had a horrible time.
Here's a swift
Scared?
kick to the nuts.
It won't hurt you. What you
The
need
only
is someone
acceptable
nice to look
time for hitting a dog is when you got like a big old beefy dude and you give him those like tum slaps.
We
Yeah.
can't keep you. We don't
Those,
have
like,
enough
boom,
food
boom,
for
boom.
ourselves. Well, I'm sorry, but we can't. Now you just rest.
But I want doggo. I want to pet
Come
the
on, little
dog.
sparrow. Let's go.
Come on, sis. I want to pet the dog.
Can't believe you're doing this to me.
Thumbs up. See, doggo.
That's
Doggo
great,
good.
little sparrow.
That was the most awkward exchange I've ever witnessed.
That was the most sisterly response I've ever witnessed. Just kind of like, that's great. Good for you. You did it.
You did a great job.
Hello.
Need help with something?
Sort of, yes. You kids aren't afraid of beetles, are you?
No, that would be silly.
We live with them.
Yes,
They infest our
silly.
house.
No
Well,
one's afraid of
the shack that we
loathsome,
call our
evil,
house.
conniving beetles. Well, since you're not afraid, how would you like to ruthlessly exterminate a few that are in my warehouse?
Can we keep them for food?
We'll do it for a gold piece.
Done. Oh, I hope you can make them suffer. If those hideous vermin never can suffer.
Leave one alive. Make sure you send a message. Something clear
The
and
beetle.
concise.
Shoot to kill.
Be sure to rip off 6 of its
While
legs.
you're breaking their hateful little heads open, try not to break any of my stuff.
So we get our first actual moral dilemma here. Is this guy,
Hey, kid,
Arthur,
Balthazar owes some protection money to Nicky
wants
the
us
nickname.
to break his stock.
So how about
That's-
you
that's
leave the
about it.
Beatles and smash his stock up instead? I'll give you a gold on Mr. the Nickname's behalf.
Mr. the Nickname.
Oh, that's a magical one. I mean, I feel like we're a righteous boy.
Yeah, we're good so far. And we
I
get a
feel like
guaranteed gold piece from...
Yeah, like I don't want to be a Boy Scout, but at the same time, like
Yeah, we might engage in some undead cuckoldry, but like...
yeah, like just cut me a better deal than that,
Exactly. So, these beetles must have the weakest shell ever, because this is literally like... It's barely even a gun, really. We're literally firing spitballs. But I guess it's cold outside, so they might be a little bit solidified.
Oh, crap.
maybe it's just a 22 and they lied to the kid.
I'll remember this, kid.
It's just spitballs. It's fine.
Just spitballs while he's loading in gunpowder.
That
Hey,
was
we did
a
a thing.
massacre. No mercy for the filthy buggers. That's what I like to see. And all my stock
And
is
we've
still
learned our
intact.
lesson. Relentless
Genius.
violence is always okay when they're
Now
not
I think
human.
about it, I wonder how those beetles got in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you were so good at fighting.
I can barely see over the
And we've
sledge.
got another gold coin. We're really doing it.
At the very least, this seems to be pretty solid masonry, Like,
Yeah.
things are a little tippy, but it seems more like aesthetic rather than like it's gonna fall down on you.
It's the Harry Potter tippy,
Yeah.
where nothing's just quite right.
I'm worthless. Hey, look at that, Betty. 2 sets of twins. Oh, you'll get my booze back, won't you?
You can barely stand as it is.
But they can. Bet they can walk straight even.
Not really, it's like I'm on
Get
ice.
my booze back from that git magpie, and I'll give you a gold piece for it. He's not even a proper beggar. Has piles of stuff, and it's all stolen from bona fide tramps like my good self.
Let
He
it
hasn't
go,
gone through
Pete.
the
Save
tramps
your money
union,
for
you see.
important things.
Yeah, no. He's
It
a
is his
tramp
money.
scab.
Can't he decide how to spend it?
She's making
Rose,
all kinds
don't
of
enable the
sense.
alcoholic. Don't
Yeah.
enable.
Let's talk about mine.
Well, if it gets
You
us a
find that
gold.
bottle, and I'll pay you to keep it out of his hands.
See, that's the good thing. We give it to her. Pete doesn't get to drink. She gets a
on,
bottle of alcohol
help
because she
an
has
old
to deal
man
with Pete.
Nice blunt instrument if he gets too rowdy.
Exactly.
Let's find this magpie guy.
And Magpie's over here.
That mu-
He's having a bit of a nap.
Oh, that was loud and very nasal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude's fucking asleep.
That needs the CPAP machine.
Desperately. He also needs correct sleeping posture. Because that is not correct sleeping posture.
stupid
Like,
Pete.
he's stolen
You
typewriters.
snooze, I
Or
take
cash
the booze.
registers? Cash registers. And like, he's stolen a lot here. He's got a mirror. He's got a pie. We could steal this pie. Yeah, whatever.
Let's go collect our gold from the lady and the tramp.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Whee!
You say
Yep, I didn't want to do
slowly.
that.
Would you let me quickly kill
Nope.
myself?
Wait, what was that?
Hey, the
She doesn't want to give him the bottle because he's slowly
You've
killing
got
himself, and so his
booze.
answer
I can
is,
smell
"Would you
it."
let me quickly kill
Are
myself?"
you sure it's not your breath?
I'll give you
Oh.
a piece for it.
Sounds good to me.
No, don't fall off the wagon.
Sounds like he already
Where?
has.
Kids, look out for the wagon.
Does he sound like he needs that? Here, I'll give you a gold piece for it.
Like, what's to stop her from just stealing it
Give me
from
the
his
one.
hands?
No, don't. Give it to me.
I mean, I don't think the guy has the best aim if he's this far into the
Hold
sauce,
it.
you know?
There's some paper
Right?
in the
Like,
bottle.
he might get a swig
this
out of
is
it, but then
yours.
she just takes it from his hand and is like, "Oh, well, this is the exact same thing." So this is a warrant for arson from Ronnie Rhymes with Parsonist. One for 19 counts of setting fire to public property or an officer of the peace.
I used to
Hold
be
on,
an accountant.
Or.
Don't drink, it'll ruin
Was it
your life.
unclear?
You
No,
admit it.
it might be unclear what he
Um,
initially set on
I
fire,
guess I
but there
do.
was definitely an officer of the
From
peace
this
that
day
was.
forth,
At least
I shall
minimum
stay
one
sober
officer of the
and
peace was
return
lit on
to my
fire.
career as a tax and pensions consultant.
Sounds like some Bilgewater activity.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor man. Sure you don't want the book?
I've gotten at the point where I have to start thinking about the
Probably saved
campaign
his
of the
life.
one we're doing now, and I have absolutely no idea what to do with it.
Sounds about right. So we got Leroy Unremarkable Stone. Known aliases: Leroy 10 Fingers, Leroy 1 Nose, Leroy 2 Eyes, Leroy Has Hair, and Leroy Is Alive. Wanted for suspicion, though otherwise unremarkable behavior.
That's like the Karenest warrant that I've ever seen. Like, you're weird.
Coins now. Just 2 more
You're-
and we can
Here's
buy
a
you
general
more.
description.
You're incredibly
calling the cops.
unremarkable, and I don't like your presence.
Hey, you found one for us. Good
To be fair, it is
boy.
weird when you encounter someone who's just like
Oh,
a
I
little
know.
too normal.
You're sweet.
They're
I
like
told you before,
well
we
balanced.
can't keep
They had
you.
like a nice
Come
childhood.
on, little sparrow.
Right.
That's one there.
Warrant for burglary from Alan Alliteration Altamont. I like it. Wanted for breaking and entering, breaking and smashing, breaking and repeatedly stomping upon, breaking, gluing back together, and trying to pass it off as never having been broken in the first place.
You know,
That's
I'm
the
wondering
worst
if these
crime.
crackdowns are going a little far.
We've got
They're a
three
little
now.
specific.
There's 2 more to go.
I mean, to be fair, that one was breaking and entering.
Yeah.
That's like valid, but a lot of the other ones are just like, bang bonk, this one's weird.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the unremarkable is probably the most fantastic thing ever. I
So what are
fucking
we
love
thinking
that one.
for build?
I don't really know. Once we get some points, I'll see what we can get. So warrant for gun toting. Andrew the Stammer Miller. That's probably just how he said his last name to them when they tried to arrest him. Assault with a firearm, stealing glances at a firearm, whispering sweet nothings to a firearm, proposal of marriage to a firearm, hurling a firearm into a public waterway in anger, and 1 count of public intoxication.
Is that one of the warrants? Only one more warrant left to find.
I feel like that's also one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe it's valid to be like,
Look,
hey,
an American wandered into an English village, and it was very strange. They weren't really accepting of his behavior.
have you heard of the Church of the Iron Rod?
No, but it sounds like I should be concerned. Also, I'm gonna knock on this door. but I
No
don't
way,
know
I'm
why.
opening up at this hour.
So there was I'm gonna say that like the word fringe religious group and cult could be used somewhat interchangeably. There was a group called the Moonies, like a Christian offshoot that followed this one dude, last name of Moon, and his kid made an offshoot of that religion, which is definitely a
Right
cult.
now, I remember this.
They've got like bullet crowns, and they bring their AR-15s to church to bless them.
Right, I definitely do remember this, and I'm still missing a warrant, and I need to go find it. It should be down this way somewhere.
Very recently, they moved to Texas, specifically Waco.
Yep, yeah, I remember you telling me about this before, and that's just as disturbing. That's fucking awful. Like, how do you not see that as just going to end poorly? Very, very poorly.
The trouble is, it's like, honestly, there's a lot of groups like that,
Looks
Yeah, pretty much.
and most of them never end up doing anything.
So we got warrant for assault from Nicky the nickname Chalmers, who was the guy who wanted us to break a couple of boxes. Known aliases, Nicky the nickname Chalmers, no relation. Okay. Wanted for assault with a deadly weapon, assault with potentially deadly weapon, and assault with a weapon we couldn't believe could possibly be deadly, but unfortunately was. Wanted dead or mortally wounded.
That sounds
Like a
metal as
warrant,
shit.
doesn't it? That's all
Like
the
some Joker
ones.
pencil
We
shit.
should go back
Yeah,
to that
exactly. Nicky the nickname Chalmers is definitely not a man to be fucked with. That's for sure.
And yet here we are, a precocious 10-year-old, fucking with him.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Stop right there, you little
Arthur.
brats.
No. Arthur, we just wanna get past.
Shut it, girl. This isn't about that. Those warrants you're collecting, I want them.
So does our friend the guard.
Yeah, but you're going to give them to me, see?
You could just
Otherwise
gonna-
there'll be trouble.
You're just gonna let me walk past?
There'll be trouble, all right. You take these, and I'll tell our friend what you really want.
All right, you little hard case. What's he paying you? A gold piece? I'll give you a gold right here. Save you to walk back.
I'm good with the walk. It's just right over here, Arthur.
Here somewhere.
see, it's the same thing. Like, at least offer a better deal. Be like, here's 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Here you go.
Thanks.
Officer
You're a
Derek.
lifesaver.
Oh yeah.
It's got an energy.
Normally, justice is its own reward, but as these aren't normal circumstances, there's your gold piece.
That should sort out this town.
We solved all the crimes.
4 gold coins. We just need 1 more.
Hell yeah. We're gonna do this.
Oh,
And
Monty.
really quickly, I'm gonna run and get a package. I'm gonna try and hold
I
that
think
down.
Mother heard us.
I think. Can I get it into a position where it'll hold
You
down?
again?
No. Okay. Just know that
I don't
it's
want
Romeo
you
and Juliet.
sniffing around my daughter. Now push off. before I call the
Yes.
guards.
Masterpiece Theatre.
Animal.
We are joined today for a masterful performance of some knockoff of Romeo and Juliet.
And clean those
As
balls.
also
They're
seen
as
in
filthy as
this
that
type of
no-good
game,
delinquent
but
Monty.
different. Famously present in such legendary classics as RuneScape. Riveting gameplay.
I'm here.
That was fast.
Yeah, I fucking booked it.
Gas on it.
Yeah, pretty much. I ordered some new headphones, and they just came in.
Oh,
I finally
little
broke down
ones.
because
My
the headphones that I've had, I've had them for
unbearable. Words can't
oh
even
god,
begin to describe
8
it.
years, 10 years,
Looks
something
to
like
me
that.
like you fancy the girl who lives there.
Um,
Mum thinks you're rubbish.
and,
so she's locked her away.
Yeah,
that's
my
just it.
headphones are a
Why'd
little
you
bit
ask me
worn
that?
down.
A little
They're,
bit.
We can
they're
help you.
exposed to the level of foam,
Yes!
and then now the
You
foam
could
is
take
starting
my
to
proposal
disintegrate.
letter
So I
to
finally
the
was
Fair
like,
Maiden.
okay,
Oh, there is
I need
hope.
to I need to
My
get
heart
some
soars in my
shit.
chest like
Those are the most frustrating purchases because, like, any other
Okay.
time you would be like, "Oh wow, cool new headphones," but like that specifically is like
the
the headphones are fine, but they're not fine.
They're
and now I have
not
to buy a
fine.
thing.
I have been debating
I'm sure
that they're
she'll
not
pay you when
fine
she
for
receives my
ages. I've
letter.
had like the foam just like fall out, and I'm left with just a bleak slap of a headphone on my ear. And now I'm just like, oh, all right, I'll replace them. So we have Monty's proposal. Darling, run away with me. Like 2 doves we shall rise on our love's gentle breeze to soar above the world in our bliss, forever embracing the clouds. Monty.
Please, I beseech you.
Alright.
Get that letter straight to Belinda.
I feel like that could be an interesting note if it weren't for the fact that he has that weird hat. It gives me some Milady vibes, you know?
Is that hat the medieval milady?
What do you want?
What's up? I'm just gonna...
We've got a letter. We need 1 gold for the postage.
Oh well, why didn't you say so?
Yeah, I'm coming in. Here you go. So pretty much all of these quests you can do an evil route for. Just kind of like you can sort of tell, you can sort of give her that if you like wait around a little bit.
I guess some people's wishes do come true.
Come on, get out the
We
door.
did it. We can buy
The fact that you have to wait
around.
around really makes it seem like it's one of those things where it's like, hold on, you were waiting to check if there was an option for Malice.
Yeah. I knew there was an option. I played this game so much longer. Oh. How the
Can't wait to see
Watch
what
out
we
for her,
can do.
Mum. She's a bit scary.
I feel like when I'm running like tabletop, I'll put together some reasonably, grimy kind of stuff. But anytime I'm actually playing an RPG, I always try to be like the Boy Scoutest of Boy Scout because it makes me feel bad to not be.
I know, right?
We've come to buy the music box.
Very wise little ones.
There we go. Little music box. It trembles
Go
with
ahead and
energy
turn
at
the
our touch.
handle, but mind you go
Oh,
somewhere
energy.
quiet.
What kind? Potential?
Let's go
Yes.
make our wish, little
Much
Sarah.
potential energy is stored in this box. Someone's probably already given it like a wind. So it has like half the potential energy that it needs to open the box.
Just enough to make you shit yourself if you try.
Could you imagine this entire thing was
I
just
wish.
like
I
a jack in the
wish.
box? Like she starts turning it being like, I wish, and then just like Jack of Blades pops out of the box and like little head bobbing. So this is becoming immediately cursed. This is how a horror movie starts.
Now it's red.
And now it's gone.
But where did it go? Why are we still here? 5 gold pieces. Let's just go to bed.
I like that her hair is just jiggling
I
side
was
to
so
side.
sure this was it. I had this feeling
What the hell is going on
like
with
we
her
weren't
hair
going to be
jiggles?
stuck in Old Town anymore. Why
All right,
didn't
what
the box
kind of
take us
misery
with it?
befalls us?
Can I go up? I would like to go up.
What
And
are
look,
you
we got
doing
Doggo.
here? I'm sure I didn't wish for you.
Hey, little
Hey,
mutt.
respect.
Fine.
Respect.
Welcome to our little paradise.
I mean, this
Come
is
on,
a nice
Sparrow,
shack
go
that
to
we've
bed.
built up for ourselves.
It's got some cross beams and supports.
Yeah, right?
Not bad. It's well sheltered from the wind.
Well sheltered is...
All right, settle
Eh,
down.
not
There's
accurate.
a nice, angry stray dog.
Quiet, boy. What do you want?
I work for Lord Lucian, miss.
What should we call
and
the
he
dog?
would very much like to see you in his castle.
I'm
Good
thinking
question.
Rufus.
I've been sent to collect you.
I think I could go for a Rufus.
Yeah.
It's got to be some kind of weird ye oldie shit like
Did
OUS or
Our
something.
wish came true. Come on, little sparrow. Wake up.
REWFIS.
It's all right, doggy. We're going to Lord Lucian's castle.
Add a PH in there.
I'll come back for you. I promise.
And an apostrophe. Well, she fucking abandoned us quick. Alright. So we're going to the Castle Fairfax. We're getting our wish.
Let's go to the castle.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Yep. Gonna get that middle finger from the monkey's paw. Extending the fart expression can have very dangerous consequences. A hero can survive falls that would shatter the bones of most people. You don't say.
Evening, Jeeves. Here are the children Lord Lucian asked for.
Does he do this a lot?
Excellent.
Does he ask for children a lot?
Hello, sir.
Or
If you'd
are we
follow
like
me,
the
please.
third batch of children that he's
We
abducted?
look up at this castle every day and think
Gotta
how
have some
nice
good
it
old
is.
fashioned child
We
blood
both
for the
do.
child blood bath. How are
Exactly.
you ever gonna look
Inside,
younger?
It's even more beautiful than I imagined.
Really, Rose? You fucking cut
is
me off
quite
on that walk?
wonderful, isn't
Alright. Hey, bud.
Ah,
What's with the
hello,
shimmy?
Master Garth.
He doesn't seem to talk much.
A man of few words.
Where is the grand dining hall?
Oh, in the North Wing. Lord Lucian hasn't been in there since the tragic deaths of Lady Fairfax and little Amelia.
Oh, I heard.
Mysterious.
That was so awful.
Very mysterious.
Yes, he misses them terribly.
Also, he murdered them
So,
both in a blood
Where
rage.
does he eat?
Actually, he takes most of his meals in his study. He's in there working all hours doing research.
What does he research?
On history, mostly. Lord Lucian is quite keen on
I like-
antiquities.
I-
of all
I seem to
sorts,
be
but
pushing
he's
Jeeves
chiefly
slightly
interested
away,
in things
though.
relating to the Old Kingdom.
his
Should've knocked him
path
off
is
the
Told you
very
in Old Town he
specific.
said his stuff was from the Old Kingdom.
Yes, yes. I believe Lord Lucian heard about that.
We bought a piece
So,
of it, and we made a
Will,
wish,
for
and now
your
we're here.
knowledge,
That's wonderful.
the
Now, when you
Old
meet Lord
Kingdom
Lucian,
was
you must
when
show
our
respect at
character
all
existed in
times.
Albion.
Address him as
Okay,
my
back in the
lord,
Dorito
speak
age.
only when
Yes,
spoken to,
this is
Yes,
like
sir.
and do
much
not
further.
mention Lady Fairfax or
It's like the time difference of watching a movie from the 90s to watching a movie made today.
Here we are.
All
Lord
right,
Lucian,
all right.
the children are here.
It's
And we
like
forgot
hundreds of
everything.
years of difference. Like, picking up on the fact
it's
that
come
there
to
was
my
a blind
attention that you
seeress
have
that
some sort of
hinted
magic
for us to go to the box, Teresa shouldn't be alive.
It vanished, my lord. We were winding it up, and we made a wish, and then it started to glow, and it disappeared.
After you used it,
Yes, my lord. The man who sold it to us said it was magic.
the box is of no interest to me. What's remarkable is that you were able to use it.
Why does this guy have a
was
demeanor
it?
like he's trying to appeal to Tumblr?
Oh,
Well, speak up. What did you wish for?
Yes, I use Victorian vampire
Like
core
this one.
fashion. It's the
Perhaps I
only
could wear
fashion I will wear. I'll not wear
I'm
anything
working
else
to
outside.
rebuild- Well, I'm working on
Gotta
something
be
wonderful,
very
for
long,
which I need
vaguely
individuals
sinister.
with particular talents.
Well dressed in a distinctly poorly dressed
Let
way.
us find out if you possess it. Would you kindly stand in the circle, please?
Stand in the
I
circle,
promise it
Rose.
won't hurt you.
Yeah, but like, if it would you tell us? Why would he be like, oh, it's going to hurt you. Now,
what's
please.
that?
Nothing to worry about.
And do you want me to stand in the circle?
Stand in the circle.
There we go.
It's all right, little sparrow. Don't be afraid.
I made it do a thing.
Ooh, we got a particle
It's true.
effect.
Your blood. You are heroes.
Heroes? You mean like in the old stories?
Yeah, we're doing great.
What are you?
You just told us we're heroes.
There was
My lord.
something here.
What happened? What's that like?
Quiet! You're heroes, but you're not any of the three. One of you is the fourth.
What's happening?
The fourth.
Yes, the chosen one.
This isn't what I
The
wanted.
protagonist. I wonder who it could
Stand in
be.
my way.
Shoot a child. Shoot a child. Nice.
Rose!
Can't allow
Sister!
you to live either.
Now stay there for about a minute while I reload this.
And out the window.
Oh, actually, that kind of makes sense. He didn't want to reload, so he just chucked us out.
It's like, well, I can't be bothered, you know, gunpowder's expensive, so just the theatrics are over.
Death is not your destiny today, little sparrow.
We have Doggo Friend.
We also have weird fate image friend, and
A
also
hero survive falls that would shatter the bones of most people. I like how they have to be like, well, wouldn't that be... No, we'll put in a tooltip into the game that will totally justify what just happened.
she's like, your destiny is not death. You're like, my femur is in my kidney.
I was turned into a mushy paste.
Lucian
Did you
was
see
defeated
me?
Castle
It was like
Fairfax
blap.
that night.
I threaded the needle right between the buildings. 3 bonus stories.
But some grief is so great, even death may keep its distance. And so the boys survived. Days later...
Yeah, we survived
from the
because
dark
we were
haze of
grieving.
Barstow, life slowly
It formed like a
Too
bubble.
sad, can't die.
The boy awoke to a
That's why
familiar
every
face
rogue
watching
needs an
through
edgy
strange
backstory.
He
That's
reached
how he
out for
gets
the
uncanny
tip of the
dodge.
warm fur, ready to take his first steps in a new life. 10 winters blanketed Albion. 10 summers filled the air with the
So it's
sounds
been
of
10
incense
years.
and laughter.
Mhm.
With time, the boy's pain turned
We
to
got
strength.
wagons.
His grief
Yes.
became will. A
We have
will to
wispy
change the
hair.
world and to avenge the
Our
death
dog
that
has
still
changed
haunted
color.
every
Yeah, our dog became a golden retriever somehow. Well, I'm assuming the original dog died. Like, let's be real, it's been 10
Wait.
years.
Ah,
What?
No,
there you are.
same color, same
And your
dog.
faithful
Yeah, it's the same
friends,
dog.
Too. Many years ago, I promised I would help you avenge your sister's death.
Well,
That
it might
day
not
has
be same
come.
dog. It
Today,
could be
you
Doggo
leave the
Pup.
safety of this camp and seek out Lucian.
This
The
could be
journey will
Rufus
not
too.
be easy.
This guy has a very thumbly expression.
There's a chest near your cabin.
Thumbly?
Yeah,
Thumbly.
Like he has exactly one brain cell, and it's doing like the DVD screensaver kind of thing, going bunk, 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 bunk.
This could potentially be true. I will not hint as a yes or no on the brain cells in this person's head. But he might
Maybe
be
that's
a
why
himbo.
we're getting. Maybe that's why we keep getting exposition. People are like, okay, so I know you were paying attention during history, so
Okay, so here's the things that you need to know. I'm going to tell you again. Pay attention this time. He just shat his pants again.
oh,
Fucking himbo.
just gotta shake it out of the pant leg and keep moving.
Aw, thanks, Teresa. You gave me a rusty longsword. And a splintered crossbow. And a placebo.
Is it labeled?
What does this actually do for a doggo? Will cure the doggo's wounds. Also keep his coat shiny. And a collar. Using ancient magic. Wow. Use the collar in your inventory to put it on your dog. This allows you to rename him anytime you want. And we get a
Why
spade.
do we need a magical item to rename our dog? Why can't we just be like, hey, Fred, Frank, Frungus, like normal people?
That is an excellent question, but I do want to rename our doggo now.
By the end of the game, he's like Mr. Fartburger or something.
Okay, so how are we spelling this?
Rupp? Ruff? Alright, Rufus.
But I kind of want to go with something weird.
Rupp House.
Rufus. Opinion of us loves us. Hell yeah.
Just unconditional, full bore.
Yes. Bestest boy. And you know what? We get to play with doggo. We can
Hell yeah.
play with the doggo.
There's no worthwhile game that doesn't let you pet the dog.
Exactly. Okay. So we're meeting Teresa by the front gates.
Front gate.
What's up?
Now come with me.
Is it time to teach me to kill?
I also like that we had a, like, spitball gun, but we're now using crossbows, and that's, like, the default weapon. Like, guns are genuinely, like, a mystery in these lands.
We just happened upon the one.
It is a powerful artifact, the kind of which all heroes once carried. It will
We
grant
got
you
punched
access to
once and
places
someone
others
just, like,
cannot
took it.
go. It will also allow me to talk to you when necessary. Now, look down towards the lake. The seal will allow you to enter the tomb. In its darkest depths lies the
I'm
chamber
walking
of
slowly
When you
and
come
just
out
pushing
again,
myself
you will be
against the
stronger,
wall.
much
I feel like the surrounding water level and the opening to the tomb have me a little sus, you know?
Yeah. Like, it's very specifically at that level to create the perfect island. And Doggo finds dig spots for us. Because he's a good doggo. And sometimes they're useful. Most of the time they're not.
I wonder
For instance,
what it's like. Wonder what it's like to live in a world where you can just dig holes places and people don't say anything.
I mean, that's pretty much here. People don't really say a whole lot. Aw. Rufus doesn't really do fetch very well, I guess. Then again, I may have just chucked it off a cliff and he's being smart.
Just had a minute to think about it.
He looked at where the ball went and just went, there's no way in hell I'm getting that.
Things are a good bit larger.
Yeah. This game definitely has weird sized proportions. Like
Yeah, it's a little action figure-y.
Oh, wait. Hello there.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright.
We have it for unlocking.
Yeah. Silver keys. Good for unlocking all the thingies.
I feel like you should put the gears on the inside.
That does tend to lead to some manipulation from the external, like, people. Unless...
Like, no matter how good your lock is, it's not very good if people can just, like, unscrew it from the door
unless
itself.
we were keeping the things inside.
Ooh.
Ooh. See?
Maybe we're unwittingly unleashing a horror.
Yeah, Rufus isn't happy with that.
Don't be alarmed. I'm speaking to you through the guild seal. You will need to jump into
What
that
the shit
hole
is
to
that?
continue.
Voice in my head.
Don't worry.
Fuck.
The water at the bottom will break your fall.
And if not, a hero can survive falls that would normally be fatal. Woo!
Does that mean our dog's a hero?
Yes. The hero of doggos.
Holy shit.
The bestest doggo. The hero of doggos. Just fucking slapped into the water.
At like 300 miles per hour, just belly flopped.
That was fucking amazing. This looks like a dive spot to me, but I don't think so. It's not giving me the prompt to dive under the water, which is a thing in this game, I think.
You got glowy mushrooms.
Yeah, big fan of glowy mushrooms. Get you high, have a good time, fight some beetles. Hey, remember the last time we fought giant beetles and our sister died? That was fun.
Good times, good times. She was shot in the chest. Rad. It was like blow. It was like whoosh.
Whoosh.
You're sitting there talking about your dead sister like, yo, and it was like boom, and she went back like 2 feet.
She went back like 2 feet and collapsed into the ground. Totally not epic, right?
Like, I'm grieving and whatever, but it was rad.
She didn't even fucking flinch when she was shot, because she was already dead before she hit the ground.
Then he like left in a motorcycle. He threw me out the window.
Oh, thanks, Doggo. So unlike the dog in Fallout, Rufus is actually useful.
Completes a task.
Yeah.
And Fallout 4 was wild.
Really now, was it?
It just... I don't understand why the decisions were made to make that game what it was. It wasn't like that bad of a game. It's just like, why did you do this to this franchise? Like, you turned it into a theme park.
Yeah, it is kind of a theme park. Like, there is that unfortunate sort of growth with a lot of series where they just become more and more self-referential as they go. Because that's what people want to see, right? But, like, it genuinely just mars the experience. Alright, so we got a rusty mace, which is better than a rusty longsword. Okay.
That looks like a clobber real good.
Yeah, it do a clobber.
Get a nice bonk going.
And, like, it works in the series like Saints Row or something like that. But it doesn't really work all that well in, a series that's supposed to be serious, like Fallout.
Yeah, especially because, like, Fallout had a humor to undercut actually trying to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because, like, it's almost like at some point in the boardroom, they were like, okay, we should do the synth thing so that, like, you know, if anybody was like, oh, you didn't have a plot, then we have something to prove that we did, in fact, have a plot that was about something. But it was like the laziest Black Mirror episode.
And I mean, it didn't really do a whole lot. Like, yeah, Institute bad, but, like, it doesn't... From what I remember and from what I saw, because I never fucking played it. But from what I saw, it was very much just like synthetic bad, and doesn't really explore what it means to be synthetic or anything like that. It's just synth bad.
Well, 4 and 3 also both suffer from an issue with, like, they give you all these, like, family ties because it's just such a lazy and easy way to be like, okay, well, you should care about this person because they're your dad. And, like, in Fallout 3, you just, like, chase your dad from place to place across the wasteland. Then he's like, hey, gotta go. And then he dies. And then in Fallout 4, it's the same thing, but it's your kid. And then your kid's like a grandpa. And it's like, woo, frozen. And then you shoot a bunch of robots and they're like, blow.
Yeah. So, that note that I just picked up was 3 brothers went treasure hunting, and that was Brandon. And he thinks that his brothers are going to try and betray him to steal the treasure that they have.
See, if it was 2 or if it was 4, I would be like, okay, these are pieces of a mystery. But when it's specifically, like, 3, I'm like, okay, there's going to be a moral for this one.
Yeah. All right. We're going to hit the rule of 3 in this one. Ow.
Did we get smicked?
We got smicked a little bit.
I feel like maybe we should be a scoundrelly type. I like
Scoundrelly
picking off
type?
things from a distance.
Yeah, scoundrelly type's pretty fun.
We were a Dorito. Maybe this time we could be a Cheeto.
And I mean, there is no difficulty setting on this, so I can't make the game arbitrarily difficult on myself. Or, like, I can implement sort of arbitrary difficulties to make the game harder on myself. And
It's not the same as being able to crank things to, like, ridiculous difficulties.
yeah. Like, our build and anniversary needed to be that.
Yeah.
Because it's just what fucking worked.
Yeah.
Is pretty much the only way we fucking got through it.
We were the fastest, strongest slice of pizza in the West.
Yeah. And everyone else can kind of fuck off after that, right? Like, this one, though, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
I feel like after all this time, I would be wary of standing in the middle of circles.
like Teresa's just like, all right, stand here, and you know, it's a celebration. It's your birthday party. Congratulations. Stand in the circle, and we'll cheer and dance. And you're just like, no. Last good thing happened to me, and then I stood in a circle, and my sister dead. I was fucking thrown out a goddamn window. Like,
it's years down the line, you're teaching new adventurers, and then they start instituting those like open plan classrooms. You see all your children roughly in a circle, and you're just like, oh no, not again.
It starts out in a semicircle, and you're like, okay, this is fine, but...
They loudly scoot in to close you off.
Oh no. Oh no. Amazing fight. And so now we get the tale of the hero of Oakvale who defeated the dreaded Jack of Blades. Though there are many conflicting reports regarding the hero's life and his feats, all accounts agree that he wielded the legendary Sword of Aeons against Jack and slew him twice. Once in Jack's human state, and again in the form of a dragon. Among his many other accomplishments was his victory in the Witchwood Arena, the slaying of the White Balverine, and the freeing of the prophets of the Fireheart. That's not necessarily true. Two of those things can be faked. Like, the prophets of Fireheart you can kill, and you don't have to use the Sword of Aeons. Though many official reports of his possible offspring would have been destroyed in the civilian attack on the Heroes Guild. It is believed that his bloodline continued and that one day a new hero will emerge to save Albion in its time of need. So this does imply that we are a descendant. Descendant of Druid.
The blood makes us special. The blood! The blood!
The blood! Fuck storylines where anyone can be a hero and feel good about themselves. No. You have to be the chosen one with the descendant bloodline.
We both just start staring at J.J. Abrams. That pissed me off so much. It was the only thing that made me genuinely interested in the movies. It was like, okay, these are, they're crowd pleaser blockbusters. I'm not expecting that much, but it's nice that they have this thing where it's like, oh, you don't need to be related to other people, and all the like worst parts of the Star Wars fandom where like you have to know weird apocrypha to get the plot.
Yeah.
Like, just you're from Dirt Planet too.
See, I was thinking
you're just good.
I was thinking more of Mulan, which started off as like some nobody who learned to fight in order to like defend China against the Horde in place of her father who's not able to fight. And it's like, yeah, anyone could be a hero. And then the movie, the remake that they released, a while back, where only people with certain like weird chi powers can become superheroes. Yeah. It's weird.
It's almost like they're trying to sidestep the fact that like inherited power is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Good arches.
Good arches.
Who lifted torches?
For centuries,
Yeah,
this academy
torches
trained
can
the
use
most
more.
supremely gifted sons and daughters of Albion, bound together by the
Supremely
blood that
gifted.
flowed
Fucking
in their
bragging about
veins.
your brother much.
Once worshipped by the people of Albion, the great heroes came to be feared and hated. No
He had
man
an
alive
impressive
today
cock.
remembers the night the guild burned, and now it lies forgotten. But the heroes are not all gone. You are here, and that same heroic blood flows through you. Look around
we
at
go.
these walls. Your forebear, one of the mightiest heroes who ever lived.
Even though this blood stuff can't be fun on the hero, it's basically just like, congratulations. Your entire identity is basically someone who's already dead and you have to change their entire life.
He grew strong, strong enough to reshape the world as he saw fit. You must do the same. The guild has reacted to
Yes, we must reshape
the
the
light.
world as we see
Learn the true
fit, because
power of
we
the
are
earth.
the hero bloodline. And that makes
Isn't it
us
crazy how this
the
is,
only
like-
people worth choosing what future becomes.
Your blood is awakening. You can now
Looking through
channel the
history is
experience you
almost
have collected
encouraging for the
into
fate of
strength,
humanity
skill,
because it's just
or
like
will.
it's a
Strength
comedy of
improves combat
errors.
with hand-to-hand
Like we as a
weapons.
society have made
Skill
so many
allows you
fuck
to shoot
stupid
faster
decisions.
with greater accuracy.
Yeah.
Will gives you
Like,
control over the forces of magic.
We had democracy, and then we're like, nah, this Caesar
Before
guy's
you
really
is a
cool
colourless
though.
gate. It reacts
And then
to
for
the will
another
of
like
one who
1,000 years,
seeks
it was
to
like,
use
no, let's do this.
You have not been able to use will yet.
This being blood
The simple
related
act
to
of
people who
reaching
are
this
already in
place
power
has
thing.
given
It'll
you
go good.
will
Yeah, it'll go
experience.
fine.
You need to learn
It won't
will
cause
ability
generations
to
of
activate
inbreeding.
the colour's gate.
And also a massive setback to science.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now use the knowledge you have gained so far to better yourself in strength, skill, and will. Brutal styles unlock special moves for use in close combat.
So, Brutal Style, the first level gets us blocking. And then we get flourishes, chain attacks, and counters.
It's probably good to learn blocking. That seems like
It's probably good to learn how to block, this is true, but let's see our other options. So we could instead get roll.
Unlock special moves for ranged weapons and other abilities
I
crucial
do
to a
like
skilled
having
fighter.
sonic powers.
Rolling around
The
at the
greater
speed of
your
sound is
accuracy,
pretty great.
the more damage you will inflict with pistols, rifles, and crossbows.
And
The
then
greater your speed, the faster you will be able to unleash attacks upon your enemies.
So let's see, now we get
stuns your
Shock,
enemies and blasts
Inferno,
them with
Time
lightning.
Control, which is just as useful as it
control
was in the
allows
second
you to
game, by
slow
which
the
I mean
world around you,
brokenly
or to move with
overpowered.
incredible speed.
Blades
Blades
is pretty
creates
fun.
magical swords to impale your enemies. Vortex creates a powerful windstorm that will... Chaos confuses your foes, making
You don't
them
have to describe
unpredictable.
everything, I
They
can
may
read.
flee, attack their fellows, or even fall in love with you.
Oh god, I don't like the implication of chaos. Let's not buy chaos.
Yeah.
Force push sends a blast.
Ooh,
of
I
energy
like
towards
force
your
push
enemies,
though.
hurling them into nearby objects.
Yeah, maybe we
It
should
is
be
very
like a
effective.
shooty
Raise
wonky
dead
type.
causes the
Yeah.
bones of the recently deceased to rise and fight
American
for
Sniper. Rubber Baby.
you. Force push sends a blast of
Alright,
energy
there we go.
towards your
So we
enemies,
now have force push.
hurling them into nearby objects. It is very
so that'll be
effective
good.
in confined
And
spaces.
then in skill, I want to get roll. Roll is just way too useful. And
The greater
we
your
can't afford
accuracy,
anything else.
the more damage you will
Did
inflict
you
with
did you
pistols,
see the clip of
rifles,
the
and crossbows.
Rubber Baby in American Sniper?
No.
Oh, it's otherwise a very well shot movie, and just like in HD in a
Can you
really
feel
big
the power
close up,
coursing through you?
you can really
only
obviously
the
see
beginning.
that like the guy has the
Use
fakest
your
of
will
fake
ability
babies,
to hit the flip
and it's the
switch
most
and power
jarring
up the
thing
gate.
that I've ever seen.
Oh no, we need to go to www.fable2.com for information on how to access the golden items our heroic ancestors left behind. Darn it.
Once activated,
I
it
wonder
will
if that's
allow
still
you to
working.
travel back to Bower
I
Lake.
doubt it.
The top results are like the chest,
Well
and then
done.
2020.
Now you are ready to begin your journey. Use the Cullis Gate.
Oh yeah, it's just loading and doing nothing.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Some genius probably took it over and now it's a dead site. They probably dropped the domain on it. In fairness, Fable has always kind of been this weird, nebulous entity that's just kind of exists only to push Microsoft's stuff.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Like, they genuinely don't seem to be excessively interested in people playing their games. It's almost like they're sitting on the property to be like, well, technically we have an exclusive.
Like, they're making it. They're making a new one.
Experience of the
But
creatures that you kill.
it's not. I don't know. It's just.
I feel like
not the best.
console exclusives should really be a thing of the past at this point.
Oh yeah, like. I mean, only really Nintendo and PlayStation are doing console exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
And like Nintendo, I can kind of see they've always done console exclusives. They've always only given a shit about their own products.
Yep.
It makes sense. For things like Sony, I'm like, okay, now you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
Release Spider-Man for PC. Come on. I want to play
I want
Spider-Man.
some web slinging action.
I want to play Spider-Man and I don't want to buy a fucking PS5 for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, with exclusives, it's just like, okay, so I spend like $500 on just a console in order to play like 3 games. That's not financially advisable.
Yeah, it's not ideal, especially because half the time it's like mutually exclusive with better other exclusives.
Right? And it's just like, I'll just keep my PC gaming going. It has the best indie market.
The most frustrating thing is something with exclusives that's literally multiplayer. Like, what, is everyone supposed to have the exact same console?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
And, like, even like a decade ago, crossplay was something that was not really well supported, but it's become so normalized at this point that it's like, just why?
Just implement crossplay. Why would you not? Why would you not? Hello.
Apologies, citizen. The road to Bearstone is closed due to the bandit activity. I'm afraid that as long as the bandit Thag is alive, the road stays closed.
Alright, Bert.
If you're in an hurry, like, you can always take care of
God,
Thag
he sounds like
yourself.
he's really trying to do a British accent. If you're in a hurry, like, you really emphasize the fact that you weren't putting an H in there.
It would seem Thag has been capturing.
It sounds
traders
like
on their
they
way to the
didn't
Barwick
really
camp.
want to call him, and then 2
He's
other
a
people
danger to
dropped
all,
out, and they were
must
like,
be dealt with.
"Hey,
With your new
congratulations,
power,
you
should
got
be
the
able to
part."
defeat him and his gang
Hey,
and continue your
Bert.
quest.
Yeah, you could do the
No
British
doubt they're at his
voice.
camp near Bower Lake.
Yeah, you could do it. It's fine. Go for it, bud. Oh.
So is there any particular reason that, like, if you're a bandit, you have to have some kind of percussive name? Like Thunk or
Thag.
Bort, Carl?
No. Carl? Yes. The monster that is Carl. No, I don't
You
think
never
there's
meet-
any specific reason.
You never meet a bandit named Quinn.
A bandit named Quinn would be quite nice, though. Ooh.
Or a bandit named Keith.
Oh, that's just the worst name ever. I 100% subscribe to the thought that Keith is the worst name in existence.
Keith and Garth both sound like you're actively hacking up a whole bunch of snot. They sound like Batman onomatopoeias, like you punch someone in the face and it's like, Keith, Garth!
Keith is the inward sound and Garth is the outward sound. Just...
And then when there's a larger mass that you got to expulse, it's Guelph.
Keep your wits about you. It may be a trap.
Well, that's just a shitty town altogether.
I feel like that's big talk based on where we live. Our city is not much better.
Yeah, no, it's really not.
Remember when we were supposed to have, like, a light rail system?
Oh,
and
that
then
was
they
the most
talked the way down
hilarious
to, like,
thing.
they spent like a decade, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna upgrade to hybrid buses and buy 5 more. And it's like, what? What were you doing?
Yeah, like, that was the dumbest thing I'd ever fucking heard of. Because it was like, looking at all the stuff, they were like, it's gonna go through the middle of our downtown. I'm like, which is already incredibly traffic heavy on the best of days. And then it was just like, they were like, how are we gonna fit this? And they just said that they were just gonna move everything over. Like, just move the buildings over. I'm like, you're gonna move the only skyscrapers in London over? Just slightly?
This city has so many poor design choices.
So many. Well, I'm fucking them up.
I'll gut you myself. I'll give you 3 seconds to get ready. No, wait, 2. Oh, sorry. Ah!
He was so impatient he couldn't even finish his lines.
No one outshoots me.
But you don't even have a gun.
You should bonk him on the head. Slap him on the butt.
Just
him in the
enjoy.
nose.
I'm just enjoying the bonking.
So I'm curious about the back.
I finally broke his ribs. Sorry, what?
What?
You are now
Why does he need all that?
I don't know. It's kind of like you said for what's his name, the guy who shot us, like threw us out of a building.
I will tell the guards of
He's
Thag's
got
death.
he's got a look that is
The
classically
road to Bowerstone can reopen.
worst dressed in the worst way. Hello.
Thag keeps the key to the cage in his hut. It's in a chest.
Doggo, can we help you? Doggo.
Gotta use the dog potion.
Can I use a dog potion?
Oh. Ooh.
Dog elixir. Did that?
Art.
Right.
Old games are weird like that.
Hey, he's fine.
My favorite thing is when you have to fully turn your field of view so that the thing isn't being rendered so it can do something.
Yeah. Okay. We got Thag's cage key, some rancid beef jerky, which is quite an achievement for beef jerky.
Yeah, that's gotta...
And he
You
was
gotta
reading a
try.
book. He was reading a book. It's Grubby's journal. Grab some more traitors today. Bunch of sorry weaklings. But Lucian... Oh, he's doing all this for Lucian. Okay, Lucian don't seem to mind that. Long as he keeps paying, I won't do I... as long as he keeps paying, what do I care? Okay, got that. Got there. Been a while since he sended his boys round, though. He better hurry up with that cash. Okay.
A plus.
A plus. A plus. And we now have a money bag containing 1 gold. Yeah, he needed that cash. Holy shit.
Why was every single misspelled word, like, not a commonly misspelled word?
Those slaves belong to me. I paid for them. Look, I don't want any trouble. Give the key to me and I'll make it worth your while.
I'm trying to draw my weapon.
No, don't listen to him.
Shut up.
I don't know, I feel like maybe to resolve this we should speak to the manager.
Would you, Sparrow?
Well, we just killed the manager.
I said shut it. I'm not gonna tell you again.
I mean, one of the people just addressed us. They know us.
Thank you so much.
We should probably let them out that way.
Can't believe you did that.
I am
Can't
mildly
believe you've
irate
done
about
this.
that.
Free to wander the paths and byways of the land. No master but the wind itself.
You,
Time
sir,
stretched out before us
have
like,
a beard.
I'd like... What's the word I want, Reg?
I don't know. And it's Regina. Right, I'm going now.
Oh, look at
Thanks
Taco.
again.
Taco is so carefree.
Yes, thanks.
It's interesting that this guy is just, like, standing there patiently until the right moment to be like,
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm going to attack you now.
You're a nutter. You know that? A nutter.
Ah. He hit first.
Oh, that's squelchy. That's nice and squelchy.
Break his ribs.
Meet me in Bowerstone Market by the clock tower. There is something you must see.
The
Is there a
idea
clock?
of killing people by breaking their ribs through consistent percussive force sounds very nice.
Dexterous styles unlock
It is some
special
kung fu
moves
shit,
for
you know?
ranged weapons
Yeah.
and other abilities. The greater your accuracy, the more damage you will inflict with pistols, rifles, and crossbows.
I want to be the fastest gun in the West. There you go. And we got 2 options for Will. What do we get? Will, what do you want?
Inferno calls forth magical flames to
We
scorch
can
and burn your
afford
foes.
Inferno and Shock.
Maybe we wait up on that?
Okay.
Save up to upgrade the bonk?
It is a powerful bonk.
You know, they really do put the effort in on the landscaping in this bandit camp.
Yeah, they really do. You know, and we didn't even explore it a whole lot. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
We got some nice ferns, you know, some ground cover plants in the right spots.
Yeah. All around the edge of the camp, you know, nothing in the center, because they've clearly cleared it out. They're trying to make a house a home.
They've got some rock work, which is real nice,
They
you
have
know.
a piss pit over here, you know, going up behind the house. Actually, now that I look at it, this is sort of incredibly unprotected land, but I guess you would have to scale a cliff for that, so they wouldn't really want to do that anyway.
Yeah, if you had the right spot from above, you could kind of just pick at them.
Right? Like, just set up along the ridge. A couple of crossbow guys along the ridge.
Also,
Easy
you should
pickings.
probably take your, like, anti-cavalry spikes and move them to the top of the ridge, not the bottom. So you can't just, like, take a leisurely hop past it.
I don't actually know where this goes. I've never actually been in here. Oh, neat.
It's a hole full of dirt.
I didn't do a whole lot of the environment exploration as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, you tend to have more goal-oriented pursuits.
It's just not my jam. Even to this day, it's not my jam. I don't like it. I don't like exploring the environment when there's nothing to see, right? Like, you spend 20 minutes scaling a cliff and you're just like, and I got to the top of the cliff.
Cliffed it.
Yeah.
Cliffed it good.
What'd you get out of it? Nothing. There was nothing at the top.
Walked up sideways along the side of a mountain.
There was a reference to Minecraft. Alright, where's Shreeser waiting for us? I'm having a hard time seeing the glow on the ground. I think it's because I'm old.
To be fair, it's barely visible right now. It's kind of darting up as soon as you get there.
Yeah.
It's like halfway in the grass.
Okay, so we're going to Bowerstone. Methinks, because that should be open. Because we couldn't get in there before because bandits.
Gotta get to the clock tower.
Yeah. And, Bowerstone's changed a little bit.
Apparently, someone killed off that.
Did they?
I cut off that guard. The more you eat to heal yourself, the fatter you become. Watch your waistline in order to stay attractive to villagers. Great.
Sure, Fable 2. Whatever you say.
Sure.
I'll smile more.
Be sure to get a job and earn quite an income in order for the villagers to think that you're a responsible member of society. Hello, person.
The hero of Bower Lake. I'm a bard, see? And that's the song I'm working on. It's, well, it's my first one. I'm just starting out. Listen to this. A hero went to Bower Lake and gave the thag a bellyache.
Do I have to pay you? Please. Please depart.
Can I pay you to leave me alone? Is there a new guy following me now?
Here is a fellow with a fine set of lungs. The town crier.
Yes.
We didn't ask, man.
Doesn't just tell
Town
people
crier
when it's
is
time
the
to go
best.
to bed, you know. His titles too. So anytime you fancy a change of name, pay him a visit.
He also is a friend of Doggo's.
Let's see. Hero
Provides pet.
Okay. We have names. So we have Sparrow, Blade, Conjurer, Knobhead, Chicken Chaser, Fearmonger, Salad Dodger, Dumpling, Joker, Dog Lover, Butcher, Executioner, Lionheart, Bounty Hunter, Desperado, Chosen One, and Shadow Fiend.
Good
Shadow Fiend
question.
and Chosen One are 4 stars. Wow, they're expensive. Holy shit.
I feel like we could be Sparrow for a while, you know?
Yeah, we certainly can't.
I don't think we can even buy the cheap ones.
No, we could buy the cheap ones. We could buy Blade and Conjurer. We can't buy Knobhead, though. Knobhead is too expensive.
Can't believe this.
New title, one that would sound good in any recital. For this he approached the trusty town crier, but all he had left was fat ugly liar.
Okay.
I have bad
Not the
news.
wisest guy.
I'm afraid I will be delayed.
Not the
for a
best
while.
bar.
In the meantime, you should buy some new equipment and prepare for the challenges ahead. But you'll need
Shopping
money.
trip.
If you need money, there are jobs to be found. I believe the blacksmith has an opening.
So welcome to Fable 2, where
I feel like that's the most dated part of the game. Is like, oh, if you need money, you should get a job. You can go get a job. You can just ask.
you can just ask. Yeah, they'll just give you a job. So I need to tap blank to hammer. There we go.
Okay, we got some inconsistent bonks.
Yep. And pretty much every bonk will get us money. There we go. And gold until promotion, which will get us more money per bonk.
That's how you make a blade.
See, that's the other thing that's aged very poorly. Promotions.
Yeah, I know, right? And for each successful one, we get a gold multiplier.
But who needs a raise or a promotion or, expanded duties and responsibilities when you can have a pizza party? A pizza party.
A pizza party. Your benefits are extra cheese.
We won't give you health benefits, but we will give you pizza.
Ooh, that's almost as good.
Nice hit.
There we go.
Riveting gameplay.
This is the worst. Like, this is not fun gameplay, but I've been promoted. Wow.
Wild. Just
wild. I am now a 2-star blacksmith. Isn't that insane, Will? The
magical,
things we
just
do.
magical.
Have I told you how I became a bard?
Nope.
It's quite a
Going back to boring work.
Oh my god, he's still talking.
He's still talking, yeah. You know, he's a buddy of ours now. He's chummy. He's keeping us company while we forge swords. While we wait for someone else to come along to talk. Gameplay.
Nice bit of forging.
It's a good time. It's a wild time.
Oh, good. The shops are now closing, so we can't even go and get equipment.
What we can get is that bread.
Yeah, we can definitely get... Well, no, the shops are closed, but we can get the potentia of bread in the future.
You know how to use a hammer.
Certainly. I mean, we're getting 32 gold now for that, so that's pretty good.
It's better than tracking down warrants for one.
That's true. For like 1 gold piece. What was essentially a day's labor for 1 gold piece. Yeah.
Keep hitting it like that.
It just goes to show, being a kid sucks.
Generally not the best. You get like Pokemon and stuff, but you can get that as an adult, so like
Yeah, you actually have a disposable income to buy
That's
Pokemon.
how you make a blade.
So you don't even have to like ask your parents nicely. You don't have to ask your parents to go online. That's a thing I don't see anymore. I don't see adverts of like ask your parents before going online. It's just assumed that a kid's gonna fucking go online.
Yeah, they kind of gave up, and they're like, well, if they're not going to legislate it, we'll keep marketing to children.
I know, right? It's just it's just so weird. Like Nickelodeon will just be like, log on to Nickelodeon.com, and just that's it.
Yeah.
They're just assume that a kid's gonna have their fucking iPad in front of them and just go on Nickelodeon.com. Fucking education today, man. They're
Those kids these days with their iPads and their newfangled technologies.
well, I mean, they're just more internet conscious than we were back then.
Yeah, and their parents actually know what's on the internet, so they're
Yeah.
not like, "You're gonna accidentally buy drugs."
Yeah, going to Nickelodeon.com, they know isn't going to like sell their kids into slavery or some shit like that. It's not going to give away all their credit card details. Well, it might give away all their credit card details. We don't know about that.
They just have to worry about, kid problems, like getting scammed by Jake Paul.
There we go. We basically doubled our money today. So, good job on that.
We're really riding and grinding these days.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I never thought I'd get to follow a real hero.
You literally just watched me blacksmith
Meet
for
me by
like
the clock
5
tower in the main
hours.
square.
Where the fuck is she? There she is. Sup?
I
And the bard's
apologize
not
for the
like,
delay.
this woman just appeared in
Events
front of
unravel
us.
quickly indeed.
How the fuck?
Sometimes
Think
people just
about your life.
materialize.
Yeah.
All the places you've been, the people you've known, everything you've done.
Well, I hit a sword with a
How many
hammer,
moments,
and my sister
how
got
many
shot.
memories.
Two.
Thag and
Those
his
two.
men,
I've got
They
two
had just as
things
many.
going in my life.
and now they have none, because of you.
I also
Do you
found this
feel the weight of
assassin's thing.
responsibility yet?
Do we feel the weight of responsibility, Will?
Well, it was more of a
I think that we would say yes, even though we
Very well.
100% don't.
Keep your thoughts.
Or we
Know
can
your
just be
actions
mutes.
Today saved many. Come.
I think
The
we
world is better
I
off
think we
without
embody the
them, and certainly
protagonist
Bower Lake is
and
in
just
your
stay
debt.
mute.
But to really see the impact of your actions, you need
Never
look no
fucking
further than
talk.
Bowerstone. It has
Except
changed
to our
much since
doggo.
you lived here, particularly Old Town, where you spent your childhood. Never forget that even the simplest choice can
Why
have
do you need to
far-reaching
remind me
consequences.
that it's where I spent my childhood?
Your precious childhood, where your sister was murdered and you had to scrap for every
where
piece of
Lucian
food
is
you
now.
got.
The tattered spire.
So that's the tattered spire.
Oh, that's a spire. It's pretty tattered.
The spire
Well,
was
it's
intended
not a
as
spire
conduit
yet.
For all the magic in the world, granting the kingdom's ruler a power so great he could bend reality to his will. On the day it was completed, and the first wish made, a light bloomed inside, though its nature could not have been darkened. Albion shattered. Centuries of civilization were wiped out in moments, its people erased from existence. Some say that this was the first wish, an end to a hollow and corrupt world, and for a purer one to take its place.
Yeah, because that's totally what happened.
Yeah, it went fine.
Yep, it was all good.
Lucian found documents which foretold the coming of one who would stop him using the spire. That is why your sister
I bet
died,
fucking Teresa was the one that made that
and that
prediction
is why
too.
you will face him. The cards have shown me this. Here,
Oh, the cards did. Cool.
take a look.
Fake cards. Yay.
Each of the three heroes you see in the cards is a step on
I
the
don't
hidden
see any of
path to
them.
Lucian's downfall. And the life force of heroes
You're just sitting there, like,
will
going,
itself
wait,
is the
as you're,
key
like,
to the
flipping through. I'm
spire's
trying to find the. I'm trying to
It's
find
like
the
flipping
ones.
through.
Lucian's
Is the
agents
fool a
scour the
hero?
land even as we speak. You must find the three heroes before Lucian does, because you are the fourth, the one who will bring his downfall. I have seen a vision of a holy ritual in Oakfield. Salvation, though bittersweet, is delivered by one of incredible strength. Speak to the abbot at the Temple of Light and see what you can learn of this
Cool,
pilgrim.
cool.
The road to Oakfield will be dangerous. Good luck.
Yeah, but I have an assassin's cloak.
Might be dangerous, but I have a mask.
Yeah, exactly. I got my face mask. We could social distance. It's all good.
Right around here somewhere, so I was in the shop
Hey,
ready to pay.
got out of the way.
When
Out of the way.
says he's
There
about
we
to
go.
close. But
So, you want to know another great thing about Fable 2, Will?
the
Oh, great
time
tell.
is
We can buy property.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Very late.
We can own pretty much everything without having to kill the citizens.
Nothing says a hero like property ownership and real estate management.
Like monopoly on the real estate market.
They all have to call you hero because you're everyone's landlord.
I do like the idea of buying every house in an area and then switching the like hero's name to Knobhead. So it just sounds like you're just a fucking asshole and everyone hates you. But if I remember correctly, you can also set the rent prices.
Well, hello.
You can just be a blatant slumlord.
It's
Yeah.
you. Wow, you've changed since you were last
Oh,
running
Derek.
around this place. But I recognise what's in those eyes. Goodness, decency, respect for the law.
I killed a man on the way
Before you
here.
gave me those arrest warrants, I broke up Nicky the Nickname's whole crew. And Lord Lucian made me sheriff.
Nice.
Of course, then he disappeared.
Sheriff Derek does work better.
But crime
Sheriff Derek is pretty
way
good.
down. An urban renewal has transformed this neighbourhood into the most desirable district in Bowerstone.
You know, Derek doesn't seem too
Fantastic,
bad.
isn't it? As a
Good
good
guy, Derek.
friend of the sheriff, you'll find the shopkeepers here will give you a discount on all goods and services. Of course, the same discount extends to that sister of yours,
Oof.
should she be in town. Well, I won't take
Could
any
you
more of
imagine
your
trying to
time.
call that at the
Now,
first shop they
stay
go
out of trouble,
to,
won't
and they're
you?
like, no?
Oh, you know Sheriff Derek's name. Oh, well, aren't you impressive? Can I just go into the cellar? Cellar could use some work. Use some maintenance in here. You okay, dog?
Just needed to do a little shimmy.
Yeah, he did a big sploosh and then a little shimmy. Cool. Health potion. Neat. Love it.
And this one actually does something.
Yeah, it's no longer a placebo. That is pretty good because we have incredibly low health.
You just have a Tylenol that shows up in your inventory.
Where's the dig spot, boy? Is it in here? Is the dig spot in here? Yeah?
We're the pinnacle of society, walking onto people's front yards and digging holes in them.
Sir, you clearly buried something in your front yard. Finds like a skull. It's like,
Complimentary
oh, God.
landscaping.
Just taking your life savings. Don't worry about it. Bye. Okay, bye.
Find someone's dog.
I want to see if I can buy any of these. Can I afford? No. 4K. Fucking. This is scummy. So scummy.
Can't believe it. The property price boom around here. It's just going wild.
I'm kind of
Hell
tempted
yeah.
to spend a fuck ton of time off stream just grinding money. So we can buy property when we get here.
Show up full cash money.
Yeah, exactly.
You're wearing like all gold, a little ass crown.
Because, like, that's the thing. In Fable 1, you couldn't really earn money in a reasonable way, right? Like, you had to buy a house and then just kind of wait. You can do the fist fighters fights at night, but that's really kind of it. But this game
And
was
even
just
then,
like,
that's
nah, we want you to have all of the money. Every last cent of it. So this is 5. Do we have enough? No. We don't. We don't
Have
we
to
don't
return
have
at a
enough.
later
yet.
date.
Damn it. Damn it. Remember that chest. Mark that down. It's going to be a vital clue for later.
I'll put it down with the rest of my extensive notes.
Yeah. Thag, kick dog. Lucian, vampire prick.
Derek, Sheriff Derek, Officer Derek.
Officer scratched out Sheriff Derek.
Sheriff
Nice,
Derek.
Bandits!
I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds. I just need to stretch my lower back.
Okay. I'm going to explore and find some more chests. doggo. Okay. Oh, he rolled over. Bestest doggo. Bad XP potion. Okay. And this one looks like it's 15. Great. Wait, can we afford better bonk? Can I afford better bonk? Damn it.
Force push sends a blast of energy towards your enemy.
Oh, shoot. Abilities. No. No, it's items. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. So, we could get brutal
styles unlock
styles,
special moves for you.
physique, and
The stronger your
toughness.
physique, a tougher hero is able to withstand more damage before falling in battle.
Might want to get that, but we'll see. We'll see how far I can go on limited resources. And by limited resources, I mean very limited resources.
This isn't what it looks like.
Yeah? What does it look like?
I didn't kill these people. The bandits did. They took the loot, but they didn't check the bodies. Look, these fellas don't need this stuff anymore. No harm done, right?
Uh-huh.
What'd you get there?
What are you doing, dog? Come on.
I'm sure they'd want you to have it. If you think about it, we're doing these folks a service.
Sure. We'll just let him go on his merry way.
All right, man. These second dose symptoms are really bowering my stones.
Wait.
Right?
Really oaking my veils.
Why not dispatch them from here with your crossbow?
Ow! Fuckers!
Remember, you can spend experience and skill to improve your marksmanship.
What is that? Oh, I just ate something. Oh no! I've gained 2 fat.
It's alright, you can bring the thickness, prove them all wrong.
So I don't have the second level of dexterous style that allows me to aim.
Unlock.
We might just have to... Yeah, we might just have to go from cover to cover.
What's cover? I've never heard of this cover.
It's called covering the enemy with crossbow bolts.
Exactly. I don't need covering fire. I am covering fire.
It is kind of funny watching them get hit by one hit, and then another hit, and then another hit, and then another hit in the same spot.
Yeah.
Because they just keep getting up directly into the space they were just shot from.
Look, I was programmed to stand there, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do.
It's the bandit code. You know, the literal bandit code.
The literal bandit code. Yeah, the fucking bandit leader told me to stand in this exact spot and shoot people, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do. I wanna go and look at their bodies. What the fuck were you guys doing? Come on. Amateur
One
hour
dude that
here.
got absolutely smoked.
Yeah.
Had like a full bouquet coming out of him. Ooh. Nice chest.
Nice. More health.
So we can recover from our grievous injuries.
Aw. Bandits cut off that path. Damn it. Yeah, our incredibly grievous injuries, they're quite quite terrible, let me tell you. Oh, hey, silver key.
Maybe I did play this. Maybe I played this right after Fable 1 and just forgot.
It is sort of the forgettable middle child. Like,
because I'm sitting there being like, I feel like I remember the sister being shot, and then there, it's like, oh, that's the ghost mission.
yeah, like there is a lot with Fable where everyone remembers the first game as like they're affectionate towards it, they really enjoy it, and everyone remembers the last game as like the political simulator that it turns into. But no one really remembers this one.
I always find it really interesting when you have like a game with political intrigue where you can take sides.
Yeah.
But they're like sides that were decided during history that kind of like they seem like the obvious one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why these games keep wanting me to support feudalism. I don't want to support feudalism.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the option to like abandon the throne. Be real ballsy with it.
Pull a Prince Harry.
Yeah. Move to a completely different fucking country. There we go. Now we have accuracy. Now we're 1 star in every style.
The more damage you will inflict with pistols, rifles, and crossbows.
Cool.
It's an outstanding fight, which makes sense. We were just outstanding there.
We were outstanding there, just shooting straight with our crossbow and not moving in the slightest. Because ranged is a little bit broken in this game compared to what it was before.
I feel like games are only fun when you specifically avoid everything broken or make a broken character.
Yeah.
Like, accidentally stumbling upon a broken build can ruin a game, but like sitting there and being like, no, I'm going to play the stupidest possible character.
Right.
That's a vibe.
So written by members of the Canite tribe, natives of the northern region of Samarkand, and famed for their use of dogs in warfare. Use this book to train your dog in the art of fighting.
Isn't Samarkand an actual, like, historical place?
I have no fucking clue, probably not. If I had to guess, it was a breed of dog.
It is a city in Uzbekistan.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Not a breed.
According to Google Images, it is a gorgeous city in Uzbekistan.
Damn. Alright, nice.
Those are some arches.
Well, our dog is now a two-star fighter.
Those are some fine minarets.
Thank you, Uzbekistan. Did they?
Thank you.
Are they famed? Are they famed for their dog warfare?
Remember your
I mean, I could go back to Wikipedia.
I'm kind of tempted to know if they actually are. Bandits.
There's Kenites with a K.
Okay.
They were from the Levant.
These guys don't really seem very interested in fighting me. I did good.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Okay.
The best that I've got is Central Agent Shepherds.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like there's anything specifically there. Very weird mix of weird...
They don't seem
like,
warlike. They seem very good. They seem like good boys.
And now we can use this book to teach our dog how to hide his face with his paws. To see him do this, either belch or fart. Well, doggo, it's time to learn how to cover your nose.
So, things we learned today. Uzbekistan has fine minarets. Samarkand is a good city. And they got fine dogs out there.
Yeah.
Fine dogs. Good boys.
There we go. He does the hide snap. Oh wow, we found a dig spot even after we fucking filled his nostrils with a putrid stench. Or maybe he's just like, hang on a minute, I smell that somewhere else around here.
Maybe that's just what we smell like all the time.
Maybe. I mean, when's
I
the
mean,
last
we were
time
a
had
street
bath?
kid from Bowerstone. We probably kind of smell like turd a little.
Yeah, probably. When's the last time you saw us have a bath? I haven't seen us have a bath in over 10 years.
To be fair, we had a bath when we went into that tomb in the water.
That's true.
Oh, look! Another traveller! Want to get to Oakfield? You'll have to swim, lovey.
Yeah, jump!
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 I mean,
It's wild to me that the bandits are all like high school bullies in terms of what their bandit schemes are. None of them actually generate a profitable bandit enterprise. The one dude who wasn't even doing it for banditry. He was being paid to do it by Lucian.
yeah. Like, it's not even the normal kidnap a person and, like, steal the money on them and also ransom them back.
He needs help, but
Hi,
I'm a
Herman.
little scared to go in alone. Maybe we could go in together.
As buddies?
Best
As more than
friendos?
buddies?
Wait, what do you... Okay.
We could
Right,
make out
Shall
in
we
the
go
cave
in
full
the
of
cave?
hobs.
Please?
I mean, it worked out really well for the last person that went into the hob cave with me.
Kind of got torn apart, didn't he?
A little bit.
No, after you.
Kind of left him with the hob. No, he lived. I remember he lived. But, like...
No, wait. Don't go.
We kind of just ran.
We kind of just did sort of leave him to die. A little bit. He was definitely forced to fend for himself.
Just a little bit. You know, these hobs do have some fine cave.
Yeah. Yeah, they are pretty quality. Oh, cool. We can propose to someone now.
What if I proposed to the beach guy in the hob cave?
Oh.
Unless...
Oh my.
I'd always heard the stories, you know, that pubs carry off children.
What if we
and turn
abandon
them
your
into
son
more
and
hobs?
instead get married? Unless.
Stories, right? Can't imagine.
We just leave your son, it's fine. We'll live. You know? Like, we'll create a new life for ourselves.
You get to the end of the tunnel, and there's just an adult-ass kid being like, Dad, stop visiting me at work. This is a mine. You can't just come in here.
They're not hobs. They're employees.
And I wish you wouldn't slander my reputation by being racist at work.
Oh. Well, he apparently didn't like the sight of dead bodies.
That seems a little surprising. This seems like a world where you would, like, see a couple of dead bodies.
Maybe not in Bowerstone, I don't think.
You ever think that you have a conversation topic, then you sit and think about it for more than 2 seconds and go, Brain, why did you do that? Like, right after, I was like, you know what would be a smooth follow-up? Hey, Ken, have you ever seen any dead bodies?
Hey, Ken, you see a dead body?
I just thought I'd randomly ask about a memory that I don't know if you have or not that might be deeply traumatic. It's real cash.
Well, hobs are dead.
We spoonged him.
Disgusting. But, I mean, I couldn't actually have been children, could they?
Oh yeah, cause lore, hobs are children.
Yeah, they go all Danny DeVito. They
Yeah.
drink the Danny DeVito
They're
potion.
cannibalistic children, if I remember correctly. In order to become a hob, you have to have eaten another child. And we got some
But they do seem to-
cheese.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, they have some fine cheeses around here.
Cheese, Grommet.
Sorry.
Is that Velveeta?
Fuck off.
Nice bit of cheese whiz.
Well, it's not fine cheese if it's Cheese Whiz. Let's be real here. Cheese is Cheese Whiz is trash, and everyone knows it. That's why we love it.
Cheese whiz is the strangest product because it's like... It seems deeply unnatural, even though I feel like just making a spreadable soft cheese would be like a relatively straightforward endeavor. Like,
Yeah.
make it a bit more saucy, but it feels eldritch. Like it's not something you're supposed to be eating.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel right, you know? Like, I've never been a fan of Cheese Whiz myself. I think it's, like, fucking disgusting to eat. But, like...
See, I have a thing where I get cravings for trash sometimes. And
oh, yeah, I get
want
cravings for
like,
trash, just not Cheese Whiz.
To be fair, I don't sit there and go, I could use a Whiz.
It's just kind of you get a craving for trash and you have Cheese Whiz on hand.
Whoever did the voiceover for the Hobbs was having an amazing time. Like, I would have done that for free. That sounds wild.
It almost sounds like a Grant Kirkhope, kind of like something is recorded backwards.
You play the Hobbs screen backwards and it says Paul is dead.
You play it backwards and it just says, Dad, don't abandon me. It says the last thing that they did before they became a Hob. Yeah, we're totally coming. We're just... Okay, I can vault down there, but I don't necessarily want to do that. But what would happen if I were to vault down there?
Did a little hit, little jump, little scrangle. Why are the roots starting here?
They were carved. This entire cave was carved around the roots, you know. I feel like we abandoned that dude and he's now dead.
Oh, maybe he should have been a genetically superior hero Ubermensch like us. It's in our blood.
That's why we'll become king.
They turned my son into... And I always told him those stories were made up. They were true.
Oh, well, he's dead.
You should get out of there. Head for the surface, quickly.
Oh, and this is the alternate path that I took. Okay. Yeah, this was a productive day. We killed a bandit. Killed a few bandits, actually, now that I think about it. And we witnessed a guy have the most tragic part of his life.
Yeah, and then immediately died.
Yeah.
So at least he didn't have to be worried about it for that long. Oh shit, he's gonna nut.
He nutted and things fucking died. But luckily I'm quick on the roll button. And these hops don't seem to do a whole lot.
They do seem to have a very clever tactic of doing a little Jimmy Jam dance for like 30 seconds while you pincushion them.
Yeah. Right? There we go. Get some concussive force behind it. There we are.
They do a little jig before they attack.
Hey, come down here. Come down here. I'm just triggering all of the enemies at once. Fuck it. Come fight me.
I mean, they gave you a bottleneck. They gave you a real good bottleneck.
Yeah. And they seem very content in following that bottleneck.
Oh, you should give them a group bonk.
Yeah. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that.
Oh. We got a Cougar inbound.
Nailed it. Apparently group bonk works wonders on them. Even when they're coming up to detonate on you. Ow.
It is a little irksome that it's like solid fight, 7% while you're still in the middle of the fight.
That's because I killed one of the groups. and I believe what it uses to determine that is the amount of health you lost during the fight. Since I lost most of my health, I don't think it likes me very much, but you know. Hey, come over here. I'm gonna keep bonking you until you come over here. And here we go again. More bottlenecks.
Enter the bonk zone. See, now we've mastered it. We've mastered the ruse of luring people into a circle.
I got a guy right next to me. I just want him to die. There we go.
The quest reminder in the middle of the fight is also a little jarring.
Hey, you need to go to Abbott Fields. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm a little bit busy right now. I'll get to
Holding
it.
one of these against the wall, just like mashing its head into a pulp. And then you're like, did I leave the stove on? I can't have left the stove on.
Ah, shit, I need to go check on that. Make sure I didn't, you know. I'd hate to come back to a burned down village. Nope. Here we go.
That would be a real cap, as the kids say.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying, slowly coalescing to the point where I'm now slightly old and grizzly in the very faintest way. Like, both of us are still young adults in every possible metric, but like, just old enough that Zoomers say shit and you're like, you kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Zoomer culture that I'm still just like, I don't get you.
I was walking down the street and I heard someone super excited being like, oh my god, you're having a hot girl summer. And I was like, you know, it's kind of nice being able to just talk.
Yeah. It's just nice to have these moments.
But then at the same time, you learn a new piece of slang, and it's the most satisfying thing. Like chuggy.
I have no idea what.
I like chuggy.
I don't even know what that would be. Dude, I don't even understand what drip is. I'm so out of touch.
See, I've never understood drip either, because it's supposed to be like, okay, you're really well dressed, you're putting together a good outfit, but why are you dripping? Are you making other people drip? I could buy that.
Like it's one of those things where it's like a lot of the like our phrases, which are partially spawned by Gen Z. Let's be real here. But like a lot of the phrases that we have are from stuff that like kind of already existed. Like lit being an extension of just like hot and shit like that, or like on fire. Like in general, like you can get what lit comes from even if it's fucking stupid. Drip is one of the things that I do not get.
I would rather accept my life as someone who can say things like the Pokemons, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's who I want to be.
Like we can do the ironic Pokemans and interwebs.
It is really frustrating watching like media companies try to make a millennial Gen Z war, even though like both of us are just as mad as the boomers, and there's nothing they can do about it.
But it's broken. No one can cross it.
So these are the guys that told us to jump.
So
you jump. Go down into the pit.
Considering nobody believes in magic, I find it interesting that they're completely nonplussed when you just like cast a spell.
Well, like they believe in magic, they just don't like believe. Like if someone were to come up to you in a world where very, very rarely, someone would be able to cast a spell, and someone says they're able to do it, you're like, yeah, right, bud. All right, like fucking pull the other one. Like someone comes up to you and says like, hey man, I can do a triple front flip. And you look at them and like they're in decent physique, but you're just like, all right, bud. All right. And then they just go and fucking do it, and you're like, okay, you weren't kidding.
They're just concentrating on not getting stabbed.
What's this way? We have...
It's nice and foggy. We got some good rainfall.
We have village times. Rookridge!
This seems like a good time to saddle on up. What do you think?
Yeah,
Just
we can
found a new
definitely
inn.
saddle on up here. I'm down to saddle on up. Let's see if we can find a bed to sleep in.
Hit the old hay.
And, you know, steal 5 gold from the innkeeper, who doesn't appear to be here. This place
interesting-
might be abandoned.
Maybe.
There's a chest here, but there are no beds. This is kind of a shitty inn. I think I can see why they went under.
It's more like an out, am I right?
Ha
Hey.
Well, they did have an emerald. Alright, they had a stockpile of money here. And that's pretty much it for this inn.
They have a neat little porch here.
Yeah, a little lookout. Little ways to run out, I guess. Okay, yeah, so you wanted to stop here?
Yeah, it seems like the right time.
Just wait till the turlets. Okay. We cannot use the turlet.
They don't have doors either. It's got to be rather exposed.
Yeah. You're basically just shit into the wind.
Especially because, like, they're pointing the direction your character's pointing right now, so you would just be, like, facing the town.
I'm pretty sure facing, like, an iron mine. Alright, so that's going to be it for the stream, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We're
got the
going to
old-
continue here at the
jangle in
turlets.
the lower back.
We're going to continue with the turlets next time.
Mhm.
Next stream's
Real
going to be on
shit.
Monday. Fuck off.
Mass Effect Monday?
Yep, Mass Effect Monday. It's going to be less shit than these turlets. Yeah, so be sure to tune in for that. And as always,
be
we
good
have
time.
Bloodwind on Wait, I don't think we
I
have
think
Bloodwind
we're
this
skipping
Wednesday.
it this week.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
not.
we
We
gotta
don't
skip
have it on Wednesday. Look, we're enjoying our summer. We're multiple people enjoying our summer and trying to get back the summer that we lost last year. That's all there is.
That's a really nice way of saying the reality, which is like all of us are just getting vaccinated and then
Going back out in the world.
not even going back out in the world, specifically like your parents being like, so you're vaccinated.
Yeah. So we can visit again? So you can come up. So you can do labor. Yeah. That's pretty much all it is. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, have a good night.